When the glittering lights of the disco ball dimmed, Donna Summer's three daughters were left to navigate a world cast in the shadow of a legend. But their journeys, they were far more complex, raw, and emotional than anyone could have guessed. One daughter vanished from the public eye, hiding a secret so powerful it would shatter hearts decades later. Another charged headfirst into the Hollywood spotlight, only to learn that her true calling was preserving her mother's lasting legacy. And the youngest? She carved out her own path, but not in any way you could have predicted. The next chapters of their lives will challenge everything you thought you knew about Donna Summer's family. If you think you already know this story, think again. Let's peel back the layers and reveal the untold truths about Donna Summer's daughters. Mimi, the quiet survivor. Born in 1973 in Munich, Germany, Natalie Pa Melanie Summer, known to those closest to her as Mimi, arrived just as Donna Summer's star was beginning to soar. Picture a baby tucked into her mother's arms backstage, the pulse of disco reverberating through the floorboards, Donna's voice filling European arenas. While the world knew Donna as the disco queen, to Mimi, she was simply Mom, the woman who whispered lullabies and kissed her goodnight. After Donna's split from Helmut Summer, it was just the two of them, moving between recording studios and the quiet moments of home life. When Bruce Sudano stepped into their lives, Mimi didn't just gain a stepfather, she found a second protector, a constant in her world. Years later, both of her fathers would stand by her side as they walked her down the aisle, a gesture that spoke volumes about the love and support that had shaped her life. But beneath those family photos, Mimi carried a weight that no one saw coming. In the 2023 HBO documentary, Love to Love You, Donna Summer, she revealed a heartbreaking secret, that something happened as a child by someone connected to the family's housekeeper. She kept this buried to protect her mother from the pain of knowing. Her bravery in revealing this truth was nothing short of remarkable, showing that even in the glow of fame, the darkest of shadows can creep in. Despite all the turmoil, Mimi chose to live quietly. She married young, created her own family, and found fulfillment in motherhood, cherishing the roles Donna once called her jewels in my crown. Though she remains out of the spotlight, Mimi steps forward when it matters most, honoring her mother's legacy at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, sharing her personal journey in the documentary, and demonstrating a resilience that goes far beyond fame. Brooklyn, the storyteller. Brooklyn Sudano was born on January 5, 1981, into a world where art and music were woven into the fabric of her family's life. Her name, a nod to her father Bruce's New York roots and his band Brooklyn Dreams, was a symbol of the creativity that flourished in their home. Whether boy or girl, Brooklyn was always meant to be her name, a tribute to the artistic energy that surrounded her. Brooklyn's journey into the spotlight was anything but typical. Growing up, she had a front-row seat to her mother's superstardom, experiencing firsthand the whirlwind that came with being Donna Summer's daughter. As a child, she was often seen accompanying her mother to events, and while she was surrounded by fame, Brooklyn always seemed to gravitate towards something more personal. Brooklyn's love for the arts began at a young age. It wasn't just about being in the public eye, it was about the storytelling and the emotion behind the performance. Her passion for the craft led her to study at Vanderbilt University before moving on to the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute in New York, where she honed her skills and found her voice as an actress. But even with her training, Brooklyn wasn't content to just blend in or follow in her mother's exact footsteps. She wanted to carve out her own path with her own unique voice and vision. This drive for authenticity led to her role in My Wife and Kids, a popular sitcom where she showed her comedic chops. But it wasn't until her involvement in Love to Love You, Donna Summer, the documentary she co-directed, that Brooklyn truly began to understand the complexities of her mother's legacy. In this deeply personal project, Brooklyn didn't just recount her mother's story, she uncovered layers of Donna that many never saw, and in doing so, she rediscovered her own relationship with Donna, not just as an icon, but as a mother. Becoming a mother herself was a pivotal moment for Brooklyn, allowing her to see her mother's life and sacrifices in a completely new light. The documentary process changed her, helped her heal, and provided a profound understanding of what it meant to be both a parent and a performer. It was through this experience that Brooklyn realized that her journey wasn't about trying to live up to her mother's legacy, it was about creating her own, grounded in love, truth, and an unwavering commitment to the art of storytelling. But Brooklyn's most significant role wasn't on screen. It came as co-director of Love to Love You, Donna Summer, the documentary that peeled back the layers layers of her mother's life. Everything about her story was really about love, Brooklyn said, her voice laden with emotion. The project was transformative, reshaping her understanding of Donna not only as an icon, but as a mother, especially after Brooklyn became a mother herself. Today, Brooklyn is more than an actress. She is a director and producer, honoring her mother's legacy by telling stories that heal, inspire, and unearth the truths behind the fame. Amanda, the musical heir who forged her own path. While Donna Summer captivated the world with the infectious beats of disco, Amanda Sudano was quietly carving out her own musical path, one that would lead her far from the glittering lights of Studio 54 and into the heart of a new musical legacy. In the Sudano household, creativity wasn't just nurtured, it was celebrated. Picture young Amanda, barely tall enough to reach the mic, singing songs about her favorite toy as her parents watched with beaming pride. Family jam sessions in Bruce's home studio were the soundtrack of her childhood, planting the seeds for a musical future beyond anyone's wildest expectations. As Amanda grew older, she came to realize that music wasn't just in her blood, it was her true calling. But instead of following in her mother's disco footsteps, Amanda was drawn to a blend of folk, soul, and pop, crafting a sound that was entirely her own. Her path took a significant turn in her early 20s when she met Abner Ramirez in Nashville. Their connection was instant, sparking both a professional collaboration and a romance that would change everything. Together, Amanda and Abner formed Johnnyswim, a name born from a family joke. As a child, Amanda and a neighbor named Johnny had both struggled with swimming. The family's chant of "Swim, Johnny, swim" became a symbol of encouragement, of pushing past fears and diving into challenges. This childhood memory would later inspire the band's name. Johnnyswim wasn't just a playful moniker. It was a reflection of Amanda's journey to overcome obstacles and embrace the unknown, no matter how deep the waters may be. Amanda and Abner's connection wasn't just musical, it was undeniable, magnetic. They married in 2009, and by 2010, their first EP catapulted them from small, intimate shows to sold-out tours. Their sound, Amanda's soulful voice paired with Abner's guitar and harmonies, quickly gained a loyal fan base. But their real breakthrough came when their song "Home" was chosen as the theme for HGTV's Fixer Upper. Suddenly, Amanda's voice was heard by millions of viewers each week, even if most had no idea they were listening to Donna Summer's daughter. The hosts of Fixer Upper, Chip and Joanna Gaines, became such fans of the couple that they invited Amanda and Abner to star in Home on the Road with Johnnyswim on the Magnolia Network. The show offered fans an inside look at the beautiful chaos of life on tour, complete with 3 kids in tow and countless nights spent creating music in new cities. Much like her mother before her, Amanda showed that she could command any stage, whether it was a cozy folk club, a grand festival, or the intimate setting of their family tour bus. Motherhood, however, became another stage for Amanda to perform on. She and Abner now have 3 children, Joaquin, Luna, and Paloma, who sometimes join them on stage, headphones in place, absorbing the magic of life on the road. It's a new generation living the touring life, just as Amanda once did with Donna. You can almost imagine Donna smiling down, proud of the family tradition continuing, full of love, music, and unforgettable moments. Amanda credits her mother with teaching her how to balance both art and family. Donna was always adamant about keeping her daughters close, bringing them on tour with her, determined to maintain a sense of togetherness despite the demands of fame. Amanda now does the same, writing songs during nap times and making a home wherever the music takes them. The greatest lesson Donna imparted to her? You can be a present, loving parent and still chase your dreams. It just takes creativity and a lot of heart. Even though Amanda was the daughter of a global icon, she never felt the pressure to follow in her mother's exact footsteps. Donna, in fact, was cautious about the industry's pitfalls and urged Amanda to find her own voice, rather than living in someone else's shadow. "I never felt any pressure from my mom," Amanda has said. "If anything, the pressure was to be myself." That freedom was key. It allowed Amanda to carve out something uniquely her own with Johnnyswim, creating a sound, a story, and a legacy that stands apart from the glitz and glamour of the disco era. Now in her early 40s, Amanda Sudano Ramirez continues to tour, record, and raise her family on the road. Fans are drawn to her warmth, humor, and the way she weaves her personal life into her music. Whether she's cracking jokes with Abner partner on stage or sharing the real stories behind their songs. Her journey proves that you don't have to walk in anyone else's footsteps, even if those footsteps belong to a legend. From Mimi's quiet resilience and Brooklyn's storytelling brilliance to Amanda's soulful reinvention, Donna Summer's daughters have each carved a path that honors their mother's spirit while forging identities all their own. They remind us that behind every legend is a family, one that faces heartbreak, healing, and hope just like the rest of us. Ready to pull back the curtain on more untold stories? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because the most gripping family sagas are the ones you've never heard. Whose hidden history should we shine a light on next? Drop your ideas in the comments below. The veil is lifting. Are you ready to see what's behind it?